What is going on, everybody? What is going on? What's going on, Sister Rob? What is going on? All the way from Mega Maniacs, y'all. You guys understand? We got a celebrity in the building, guys. We got the one and only Robin Ferguson in the building. When Robin shows up, you know you done made it. Yeah, this is it's terrible, man. This is terrible right here. This is terrible right here. Guys, I want everybody, if you will, we got 10 people in the chat. I'm going to need all 10, please, to like this video. And also, everyone, please comment. Let me know where you're watching from. I would love to know who I'm interacting with. I want to have a chance to say hello to you. So please let me know who's all in the chat. Please let me know where you're watching from. I would love the fact to say hello to you. So, guys, first and foremost, this is the Most True Podcast. I am your host, Brother Jason Rimmer. So glad to have all of you all here with me on today. You could be anywhere in the world, but you chose for the next few minutes to be here with your boy, and I don't take that lightly. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. What's going on, Sister Helen from East Texas? God bless you. So, guys, y'all are all aware about the Daystar situation, and we are still all about justice for Baby Lamb. If you get a chance, please put that in the comments as well, justice for Baby Lamb. But if y'all remember what I told y'all a few days ago on the podcast, I was saying that I said Baby Lamb is a symbol. Good, my baby girl's in the building, my daughter's in the building, my oldest daughter's in the building. Hey, shout out to my daughter, Paris Alexis Rimbert, in the building. But I was saying that Baby Lamb is symbolic. There are baby lambs, unfortunately, all across this nation. There are baby lambs. You may know one. You may have been one. And when we say justice for Baby Lamb, we are talking about justice for all victims, which leads me to today's live stream. Now, I don't know if she's in here or not, but Sister Lena, a.k.a. Lean on Me, she emailed me 2 days ago when we were live about a incident that is unfolding. She was telling me about this preacher from Indiana, and his name is Stephen Sumner, and how he is on the run for abuse and child corn. I gotta say corn, can't say the real word, but child corn, and 18 charges of molestation, abuse of a child, and child pornography. Guys, this is what I mean when I say we have to use discernment. We got to know who the people are that are among us. It's not just Daystar, guys. We've been talking about Daystar, and others have been talking about Daystar, but guys, this is everywhere. Everywhere. It is everywhere. And I don't know if y'all remember when I said this, but there is a Daystar in every city, in just about every neighborhood. You know, we all know the story about Pete and what he did to Jonathan and Susie's daughter. But there is a Pete in every city, just about every neighborhood, in every state. And I'm about to play this news clip for you guys. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because this man is still on the run. He is a fugitive at large. And I want us to help the authorities track this person down. This man should not be walking the streets of any street in this nation. So, guys, they're going to need our help to find this gentleman. Well, I'm going to play this clip, and then we're going to get into it. Here we go.
Tonight, U.S. Marshals are offering a reward to find a former councilman accused of child sex crimes. So here's the mugshot of 56-year-old Stephen Sumner. He's been on the run since 2023. That's when he didn't show up for a court hearing on 18.
I want everybody, if you will, please screenshot this. Screenshot this face. I don't want y'all to forget this face. I don't want y'all to forget who this is. I want you to screenshot this so you can be remembrant of who this person is. That way, if you happen to run into this person or happen to see this person, that you can contact your local authorities. This is Stephen Sumner. He's a former city councilman and a former local pastor from Indiana, and he is currently on the run right now.
Charges including rape and sexual misconduct with a child. Sumner served on the Madison County Council from 2018 until 2021. He was also a pastor in Anderson. A $25,000 reward is now being offered for information leading to his arrest.
So, guys, let me put myself back up here. Guys, we can't let something like this slide. Now, we can't say we are all in this mode now of let's help baby lamb, help baby lamb, help baby lamb. This is another person, this is another Pete that has been abusing another baby lamb. Not just one baby lamb, 18 little lambs have suffered at the hands of this person. Now, I'm gonna pull up a news article on this person, guys, and I'm gonna share it with you all. I just read it. Give me 1 second, guys. Where's that? This is this article here. This is from Fox 59. I'm gonna share this on the screen so y'all can see it. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me share this. This is from Fox 59. I want to make sure I got it. Here we go. Can y'all see that? I want to make sure everybody can see this. Can y'all see this article? Y'all let me know if y'all can see the article on the screen. I want to make sure that we got it. This is an article from Fox 59. It says U.S. Marshals offer a reward for wanted former Madison County councilman accused of child molestation. Okay, good. Okay, it says Indianapolis. The U.S. Marshals Service is offering a $25,000 reward as they continue to look for a former Madison County councilman accused of 18 counts of child molestation. This comes as the U.S. Marshals and Indiana State Police continue to search for a 56-year-old Stephen Sumner. Sumner, a former preacher of a local church, resigned from his seat on the Madison County Council in May of 2021 after charges were filed against him in December of 2020. Says, according to previous reports, Sumner is accused of performing XX on a girl and inappropriately touching her. Images and photos of a new girl were also reportedly found on his phone. Sumner was previously thought to be in the Gatlinburg, Tennessee area. So for my brothers and sisters that are in the Gatlinburg area, we need everybody to be on alert because they're saying that his last known whereabouts were in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Okay. It says the U.S. Marshal states that Sumner is considered a flight risk, suicidal, and should be considered armed and dangerous. They also state that Sumner reportedly has access to a support network which could provide him money, transportation, fake identification, and ways to support him. If individuals have any tips on Sumner's whereabouts, they are asked to call 317-268-8484. Guys, we could, I want to make sure what I say, I want to word it right. I want to make sure I don't word it the wrong way. But this is another example of abuse of power. Not only was he a city councilman, he's a former pastor. I first and foremost, I want to speak to this from the church aspect. We as a body of Christ, we lack discernment. You mean to tell me this man was pastoring for I don't know how long. Doesn't say how. The article doesn't say how long. But this man was pastoring families young men, young women, babies at a local church, and no one had any type of discernment or could pick up this type of behavior that this person has. That is why, guys, we got to get in a place in God where we know him, where we are sensitive to the spirit, where we can pick things up. Because let me tell you something. When you are truly walking with God, you can't pull the wool over people's eyes. This is another example of people ordaining. My daughter said this before I went on live, and she said this and it's true. It's true. Good evening, Sister Mac. We ordain people so fast. We are so quick to put people up in the pulpit that are unqualified. People that have narcissistic, perversive behavior. This man has 18 counts of child molestation. Y'all understand the word that I'm saying? And he stood up before people, before families, when in secret he was doing this. How many more Petes are we going to have to hear about? How many more baby lambs are we going to have to hear about? How many more victims are we going to have to hear about before we do something? Guys, once again, I'm going to put this man's face up on the screen. We need, let me make sure. Let me put this man's face back up on the screen here. Give me one second. Brothers and sisters, we need to find this gentleman. Well, he ain't even a gentleman. We need to find this pervert. We need to find him. So if you are in Indianapolis, Chicago, Gatlinburg, I think they said his last sighting was in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. If you are anywhere in the Memphis, Gatlinburg, North Mississippi, North Alabama, Georgia areas, we need you to be on the lookout for this person. If you are in the Indianapolis area, we need you to be on the lookout for this person. This is a Pete, guys. Just like we talk about Daystar and Pete, this right here, this man, this dog, he is a Pete. And they say he has a network of supporters. Not only should we find him, we should find out who are his supporters, who is financing this man and helping him to evade justice. Who is helping? If you are a person, I don't care if this is your father, I don't care if he's your brother, I don't care if he's your cousin, I don't care who he is. If you are helping a person that has done abuse to a child, you should be locked up right next to him. They should handcuff you when they handcuff him. How can we say, how can you support someone that has this type of nature? How can you support someone? And he was a pastor, guys. That's why this is what upsets me about this whole ordeal, brothers and sisters. I just did a live stream this morning talking about the good shepherd, the difference between a good shepherd and a hireling. Guys, it's too many wolves. We're letting too many wolves in the house of God, and they are violating the sheep. What are we going to do about this? Something has to change. Something has to change. Now we quick to stand up for Baby Lamb. We quick to stand up against Daystar, and we should. But this right here, this is another Pete. This is another Pete. He touched and he abused and he essayed, and I can't say the M word, but I can say arrested. He arrested a child, and he is on the run, and he has help. That means there's some people that are helping him evade justice. And we as brothers and sisters, just like y'all, let me put myself on the screen now. Let me share the screen. just like y'all's voice was heard. Do y'all understand? You say he's still sister. Let me ask something, sister Drake. Can you give me the church website? Please give me the church's website. I'm gonna put the church's. I'm gonna pull up the church website. I'm gonna pull up the church's website, guys. We gonna find out who this person is. We're gonna find out who is this person, Stephen Sumner. So, Sister Drake, if you can, I don't know the name of the church. If you can, Sister Drake, please, in the comments, please put the church website up there in the comments or the name of the church, and I'll go on Google right quick and look up the church website. But let me say this, guys. You know what made Joyce Meyer leave Daystar? Your voice. Your voice is what made Joyce Meyer leave Daystar. Your voice is what's making all these ministers run to the hills, leaving Daystar. I say that to say this: your voice is important. And just like your voice was used to set ablaze the dumpster fire that is Daystar, your voice can be used to find this snake in the grass, this wolf, this predator. We got to find him, brothers and sisters. There is no other way around it. He must be found. Because God forbid it was somebody else's child then. God forbid it could be one of our child tomorrow. It could be one of our children tomorrow. It could be our niece tomorrow. It could be our nephew tomorrow. It could be your best friend's child. It could be one of your children's best. It could be one of your children's friends tomorrow. Brothers and sisters, use your voice. Use your voice and find this man. Everybody needs to be on the lookout. Everybody needs to take, hold on, let me. Everybody needs to take a screenshot of this face or go on Google and type his name in so the mugshot will pop up because this may be a little bit fuzzy for some of y'all. So if you go on Google and type his name in, his mugshot will pop up. Take a picture of his mugshot. Share it on your Facebook. Share it on your Instagram. Let's get as many eyes on this as possible because you don't know who will see your picture from your profile and recognize this gentleman. God bless you, Sister Michelle from Halifax. But we got to stand up and say no more. Not another child. If we don't stand up for these children, brothers and sisters, who will? Who will? If we don't stop and if we don't stand up and say enough is enough. And guys, brothers and sisters, he was a pastor. He had a church. And if I'm not mistaken, Sister Drake just said that the church on their website, they still got him listed as the pastor. We need to know the name of this church. I need to know the name of this church. I need to know the name so I can go on the website. We need to find out what church this is, because all the news says and all the article says is that he's a pastor of a local church, but they don't name the name of the church. Let me share this. Let me share this right here. This is the wanted picture. This is the wanted picture, guys. Lighthouse Baptist Church, Anderson, Indiana. Hold on. Thank you, sister. I'm going to type that in right now. Hold on. Anderson, Indiana. Let's see what we come up with. Lighthouse Baptist Church, Anderson, Indiana. My God, brothers and sisters. Hold on one second. Yep. You're right. Now, on the website, this is the church's website. KGB Churches. They got his mugshot. They do have his mugshot on the website. This is the church right here to the right, brothers and sisters. This is the church. Hold on one second. Let me close this ad. This is the church right here, Lighthouse Baptist Church. And when you scroll down on their website, it says Lighthouse Baptist Church is an independent Baptist church in Anderson, Indiana. The pastor is Steve Sumner. They still have him listed as their pastor. Ain't that crazy? They still have him listed as their pastor. You gonna go there, Sister Robin? Let me know if you go in there. We got to get some information. We got to find out, man. Why is he still listed as their pastor? That I don't understand that one. You got to explain that one to me. Lighthouse. They're gonna have to explain that one. Why is this man still listed as the pastor of that church? I don't. For those of you who have not seen this news, this is from 5 days ago, guys. This report right here, this news report is from 5 days ago. I'm gonna play it again for you. It's only 32 seconds long. So, guys, we gotta start holding people accountable. We gotta hold people accountable. I may call them tomorrow. Because we're gonna find out. I wanna go a little bit. This contact information. They got any contact information? Guys, the address to that church is 2202 Broadway, Anderson, Indiana, 46011. 46011. 2202 Broadway, Anderson, Indiana, 46011. This is the church. This is what the church looks like. So, guys, I say that I'm saying all that to say this right here. At what point in time, brothers and sisters, are we gonna say, you know what, enough is enough? We're not gonna deal with this no more. We're not gonna take this land down no more. We're not gonna take this foolish. This man needs to be caught. This man needs to be caught. It's and you know what saddens me, guys? This is what saddens me. If I was to put Daystar in this title, it'd be 100, 200, 300 people in here. Everybody screaming justice for baby lamb. Here's another child. This is another child. Just because it's not Daystar doesn't mean that it's not important. This is another child that's been violated from a grown man and a pastor at that. Guys, we need to make this news important. We need to make it important. I'm going to call on my brothers and sisters in this YouTube space that are YouTube content creators. Sister Robin, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to get with Pastor Rock Leach, I'm going to get with others. Let's research this. Let's talk about this one. Let's talk about this one. If you will, please do an episode or something on your channel. Let's get our voices heard. Just like we used our platform as voices so that Daystar could be put on blast. And now we see the after effects of our voices being used for that. Let's use our voices and our platform for this. because this child had, not only is this child been violated, but this child's family has been violated, and there is no telling how many other victims this person has done this to. We all can ban against the mega preachers, the mega ministries, the big time Christian broadcasters, but this right here is a local church, and I'm not blaming the church. I'm not coming against the church, but what I am saying is I want to find out, did anybody in that church know about this person's behavior? And if you did, why did no one say anything? Why did he not go to the authorities? Why did y'all not go to the authorities before now? Are there any other victims in this church? Guys, we got to do our part. We got to do our part. This person needs to be found. This individual needs to be found, brothers and sisters. And we need to keep sounding the alarm until he is found. And this is why I say, this is what happens when just because you may be vetted naturally doesn't mean that you are vetted spiritually. Just because I don't know what the qualifications was at Lighthouse Baptist Church for them to let Stephen Sumner become their pastor. I don't know what their qualifications are. But just because somebody can minister good or somebody may know the scriptures well does not mean that they are qualified to be over people, because we don't know who these people are behind closed doors. And because the church lacks discernment, that's when things like this happen. Because the church lacks discernment, that's when stuff like this happens. We get lax and we put these preachers on pedestals, whether they mega preachers or local preachers. We put these preachers on pedestals where they can do no wrong, and we give them power. We give them more power than what we should. And if they are not vetted by God, if they are not vetted by the Holy Spirit, if we don't know them by the Spirit, that's why Paul said, you know no man by the flesh. You have to know every man by the Spirit. You mean to tell me nobody in that church could pick up on this man's perverted behavior? You mean to tell me nobody in that church? Let me put this church back up here. You mean to tell me, and I'm not blaming the church. I'm not blaming the church. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not blaming the church, because when you're in a local community, and let me ask y'all something. Does this look like a mega church to you? This don't look like a mega church to you. This is the church that he pastored, and they still on their website have him listed as the pastor, even though he's on the run from X crimes. But let me ask y'all something. Does this look like a mega church to you? That's not a mega church. That's a local church. That's the church that's on your corner. That's the church that's on your block. I told y'all a couple weeks ago, I said Daystar and all these other churches, these mega churches getting exposed, the Rod Parsons of the world. I told y'all that this is just the beginning. It's going to trickle down, just like when the oil was poured on Aaron's beard. The Bible said it trickled all the way down to the skirts of his garment, right? The same thing is happening now. I told y'all a couple weeks ago. I said the exposure is starting in these mega ministries, but it's going to trickle all the way down to your local churches, to your local communities. This is a local church. This is a local community. And there was a Pete in that church. Just like Pete from Daystar, there's a Pete in that church. Sister Drake says some news in Indiana seemed to allude that family church, aka family. So let me ask you something. Let me ask y'all something, because that's a good point that Sister Drake made. Let me ask y'all something now. This news article right here. Let me read this to y'all down at the bottom. It says, according to previous reports, Sumner is accused of performing XX on a girl and inappropriate touching her. Images and photos of a new girl was reportedly found on his phone. Sumner was previously thought to be in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. U.S. Marshal Service states that Sumner is considered a flight risk. suicidal and should be considered armed and dangerous. They also state that Sumner reportedly has access to a support network that could provide him money, transportation, fake identification, and ways to support him. So my question is this: who in the world, in their right mind, would support this individual? Who in their right mind would give him aid to help him evade justice? And my prayer, my fervent prayer concerning this situation is that when the authorities, when the government, when the marshals find him, because he will be found. He will be found. When they find him, they need to find the support network. All of them need to go to jail. Every last one of them, all of them need to go to jail. If you are empowering a predator, you should be locked up right along with that predator. That's how I feel about it. And I know some of y'all might be like, oh, Brother Jason, you shouldn't talk like that. You're a preacher. You're a man of God. You shouldn't talk. Everybody, no one is above redemption, and no one is above redemption. I believe that if he truly repents, God will forgive him. But let me tell you something. You still got to pay for your crime. God forgive you don't mean that just because God forgives you don't mean that he's stupid. Just because Christians are forgiven don't mean that we stupid. You sowed that seed, you should reap that harvest. Now here this man he done sowed a seed of abuse. He done violated a young girl. And now he's running from the consequences. And there are people that are helping him. Helping him. How can you help him? Image says the church is part of the problem because it happened in my church, and we were told even Jesus forgives Judas so that he could continue coming to our church. My God, man. My God, brothers and sisters. How long we gonna keep letting this happen? How long we gonna keep letting this happen? Empower? You mean to tell me, MH, I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry that happened. Do y'all understand that there's a whole generation out here that have been abused by leadership? Do y'all understand? If he's dumbing up to enter Alabama, too many cameras on interstates and roads, so if a cam catches him in his license plate, say, yeah, I hope they get him. They gonna get him. He gonna get caught. But let me say this: there is a whole generation out here. I'm talking about. We are in a generation now where let me put myself up here. We're in a generation now where people are starting to come forth. They're starting to tell their story. People are getting the courage now because they're not taking this foolishness no more. You know what I'm saying? But my thing about it is this: there's a whole generation before us. There's a whole generation before us that have, I'm talking about your parents, your grandparents, even some of us in our 40s, in our 50s, that grew up under this. When there was no internet, when there was no YouTube, when there was nobody screaming justice for Baby Lamb or justice for this one or justice for that one. When we had to deal with the trauma, we had to learn to live with the trauma and suppress it because no punishment was issued out. But I'm going to tell y'all something. For those of you like MH, God, I'm so sorry that happened to you. But let me tell y'all something. This is how you get your voices heard. By taking a picture of this gentleman. You know, I don't even know why I keep calling him a gentleman. He ain't no gentleman. Hold on one second. This is how you get your voices heard. The person that abused you, he is that person. The person that violated you, he is symbolic to that person. So when you can let your voices be heard by taking a screenshot. Post this up on your social media. Post it up wherever you can on your Twitter feed. Post it up everywhere until he's found. Because when they find him, you can take comfort in knowing that you helped that. You helped this person be found. And for those of us that go to the house of God, that call church, that have church homes, let me tell y'all something, man. We can't be silent with these issues because the church has a very, very bad. It has a very, very bad stance of what goes on in this house stays in this house mentality. No, we can't do that no more. That dog ain't gonna hunt. That's what my dad used to say. That dog ain't gonna hunt no more. That's right. Spread his photos out. Take it to the post offices, wherever. Post it up. Print his pictures out. Post them up on street lights until he's found. He right now somewhere in this nation, he is in somebody's neighborhood. Somewhere in this nation, he's in somebody's neighborhood where children are present. Can't do this, guys. Can't let this slide. Can't let this slide. Do you think Jesus will let it slide? Let me ask y'all something. All of us are Christians on here. All of us are Christians. Well, I believe that all of us are Christians on here. Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think Jesus would, when people say all the time, what would Jesus do? Brother Jason, you can't talk like that. You got to have mercy. You got to, have love. What would Jesus do? That's a good question. Let me ask y'all, what do y'all think in this instance Jesus would do? Do you think he would flip over the tables? Do you think that Jesus would make sure that this person is found? What do y'all think Jesus would do? I think Jesus would flip the tables over and keep flipping them until this person is found. There is no place for predators anywhere, especially in the house of God. You got predators getting up every Sunday, every Wednesday, every Saturday. The image says, sorry, I should have been more clear. It wasn't me. It was my friend's niece. I advocated for them against this unacceptable behavior. And this is what the pastor said to me. I told her not on my watch. Amen. Good for you, MH. Somebody has to have a voice for the voiceless. Somebody got to be the voice for the voiceless. And you know what, man? We have been taught this westernized Christianity. We have been taught just pray about it, leave it in God's hands, let God be the judge, let it go. No. We're not gonna let that go. No. See, they teach us to dumb it down. We throwing them teachers out the window. We're not doing that no more. We're not doing that no more. Because Jesus said, if you offend one of these little ones, it's best for you. It would be better for you that a millstone be tied up around your neck and you be thrown into the sea. That means he's telling people it would be better for you that a weight be chained around your neck and you be crushed in the depths of the ocean than for you to offend one of these little ones, than for you to violate one of these little ones. And let me tell y'all something. When he's talking about one of these little ones, he ain't just talking about babies. He talking about you and me. Some of y'all been violated. You are Jesus's little ones. I am Jesus's little ones. That go for us as well as little bitty babies. You think Jesus will stand by and let and this thing? These people claim to be ambassadors. They claim to be representatives, spokesmen for Jesus. Would Jesus be violating children? Would Jesus be SAing babies? Would Jesus be doing child pornography? I don't think so. I don't think so. You can't tell me that one. You can't tell me that one. Let me tell you something about Jesus. Jesus is all for justice. Jesus is all about justice. And whether you believe it or not, justice is going to be served. This child, whoever this child is, this child going to get justice. This man going to get caught. And when he get caught, guess what? I'm going to do a standing ovation for law enforcement when he get caught. We're not going to deal with this no more, guys. We're not going to deal with this no more. I'm sick of people using God and using his pulpit, the holy place, using the authority that God entrusts these shepherds to have over the flock, abusing the authority to violate the sheep. Let me tell y'all something, man. God ain't having it no more. He ain't having it no more. He coming for you. For all of you violators that's been violating your authority in the house of God, God is coming for you. He coming. I don't care who you are. He coming for you. He coming for you. All you parents that's been violating your children, he coming for you. All you teachers that's been violating them students, he coming for you. All you so-called athletes and political figures that's been violating people, he coming for you. He not playing no more, man. He not playing no more, guys. We got to get to the point. Lexi says it is unacceptable for these men and women to be in pulpit. This is heartbreaking. You better believe it is. You better believe it is. They are doing all of this under the pretense of Christianity. You violating people under the pretense of Christianity. And then you wonder why people don't want to come to church no more. I'm going to tell you why. Because they don't feel safe. One of the reasons why people are so quick to go on live streams and go in people's churches now is because folks don't feel safe. Because you as leaders have not made it safe. But God clearing house is starting with the mega ministries and it's trickling all the way down to your local churches. These local families. God ain't playing no more. The Bible says that judgment must first begin where? At the house of God. Yeah, judgment is coming, guys. You know what? It ain't even coming. It's here. God passing judgment, and he exposing the evil works of darkness. He is exposing evildoers. That's why we got to make sure our hearts are right. That's why we got to make sure we in a place in God. That's why we got to make sure that we are repenting and we are constantly checking the intent of our heart. It makes sense. If this was happening in a school or a workplace, there will be repercussions. But the church thinks that they are above reproach. Pray it away and ask for forgiveness. Now we ain't gonna pray this one away. You know, we're gonna pray he get caught. He can ask for forgiveness after he get caught. Or he you know what, he may be asking for forgiveness right now. And God may forgive him, but that don't mean that he gonna turn a blind eye to what you done. You still gonna pay the price for what you done. And I want everybody that has aided him, everybody that has helped him, everybody that gave cover to him, you need to be exposed to. He shouldn't feel safe nowhere. He should not feel covered nowhere. If you are aiding and abetting this person, you are committing a felony. I don't know if you're knowing this. There may be somebody watching this live or watching this replay that knows this person, that knows this man right here. There may be somebody watching this that's even helping this man right here. I'm going to tell y'all like this. You may not know it, but I'm going to tell you right now. If you are helping him, you are committing a felony. And you will be prosecuted. And I hope you get prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Well, Brother Jason, you shouldn't talk like that because that's a soul. He's still a soul. Yes, he is a soul. But you are to be held accountable for your actions. That's when I get sick and tired of church folk doing that. Like, we ought to just pray about it. We got to forgive. Yes, we should pray about it, but we should also, the Bible also tells me that faith without works is dead. If you got the faith that he'll be caught, I got the work to put his picture on blast. I'm going to put his picture on blast and have the faith that he going to get caught. That's the works I'm putting with my faith. What works you putting with your faith? I got faith that he gonna be caught, but my works is I'm gonna put him on blast until he do get caught. I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm a different type of Christian, man. I'm a different type of Christian. I'm different. I'm different. We're not going for that. Oh, we should just cover. We should just cover them. And no, we're not gonna cover this. We're not covering this. Now, if you got Brother Remember, I'm battling with alcoholism. I'll pray with you and cover you until God brings you back. Brother Remember, I'm battling with pornography. I want to be free from it. We're gonna pray with you. We're gonna believe God that restoration gonna be brought and you can come back. But if you come and tell me, Brother Remember, I need prayer because I've been abusing this little girl, I've been abusing this little boy, and I don't want to abuse nobody no more. Guess what? I'm gonna pray with you. But once you tell me that, it is my duty to report that to the authorities. And I'm going to let you know I'm going to report you to the authorities. I'm not going to cover that. I'm not going to be complicit in that. Do you think Jesus would have been complicit if somebody would have went to Jesus and said, Jesus, I need you to forgive me because I've been, messing with this 8-year-old baby. I've been messing with this 10-year-old, 12-year-old child. I need you to, Lord, please forgive me. I believe if you went to him sincere, I believe that Jesus will forgive you. But I don't believe he gonna cover that. That's just my belief. I don't think Jesus will cover that because there's too many times where he professes his love for children, and when you violate that love, let me tell y'all something, man. For you leaders, do you understand how hard it is for people to trust leadership now? Do you understand how hard it is for people to trust pastors now? Because of people like him. They make it hard for people to trust leaders. They make it hard for people to trust pastors. Guys like this. I pray for that baby. Because now that child, that little girl, has now a battle that she should have to fight that she should not be fighting. He has opened her up to a world that she should not even know what that world is about. Do you understand that most people that are SA'd when they are children or arrested when they are children, a lot of them grow up to be promiscuous. A lot of them grow up to be drug addicts. A lot of them grow up to be prostitutes. And because of what happened to them, and you think that God just gonna let that slide when you violate someone like that. I'm praying for this baby. I'm praying that somebody wrap their arms around her and take her to counseling and let her know that it's okay. You will be protected. When are we gonna protect these little lambs? I need everybody to put that in the chat. Protect the little lambs. I'm gonna put that in there myself. Protect the little lambs. At some point in time, we got to protect these little lambs. Guys, I love y'all. I got to cool down, guys. I'm fired up, man. This right here has really upset me. It's upset me. My heart is broken for this child. My heart is broken for this child. And I pray that that justice be done on this person. I pray that he be found. I'm going to get up out of here, guys. But I'm going to leave his picture up so y'all can screenshot it, do whatever you need to do. Let's get this person found. Let's get this person found. I know this wasn't a long live stream, but I pray that it was effective. Y'all join us Wednesday at 5:30. We're going to be going live at 5:30. We're going to have our watchman panel. It's going to be me, Pastor Rock Leach, Brother Darrell, and Brother Reese. We're going to be talking about the spirit of discernment. I want y'all to be able to join me for that one, okay? And also join me here Friday at 4:30 p.m. We will have the one and only Laura Lynn Tyler Thompson We're going to be talking about this individual, and we're going to be discussing the Daystar situation, and she will be here to answer you all's question. So please, guys, I need y'all to subscribe to the channel if you have not, like this video if you have not, and also hit the bell notification so y'all don't miss these live streams that we got coming up this week. And I need y'all, when y'all get on these live streams, I need y'all to share them so that other people can be a part of what's going on. I love each and every last one of y'all. I pray that y'all continue to keep the faith. Also, one small thing, I do this every, I'm starting to do this when we go on live. If you would like to donate to the channel and help us in what we got going on here, you can do so by Cash App $ Rembert Media Group, PayPal Rembert Media Group. Your contributions will be and your donations will be very, very appreciated. They help us continue to do what we are doing here. It helps us to pay for equipment, different things. When stuff go down, stuff break, it helps us to keep the channel going, keep the channel moving forward. I love you guys. I pray God's blessings upon each and every last one of you all. Once again, we're going to end it here with this gentleman's face on. I'm gonna stop saying gentleman because ain't no gentleman gonna do something like this. We're gonna end it with this predator's face on the screen. So y'all take a look at him. Be on the lookout. Whenever you're moving around, make sure you look out for him. Let's protect the little lambs. God bless you all. Good night.